Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a few weeks since I did a video, so thank you so much for tuning in. Today I have a really exciting makeup video for you. I don't normally film these, but thought I would today because I bought some new designer makeup products and a few new makeup brushes that I wanted to test out with you. So let's get into the video. Okay, so first of all I'm going to show you what is in the bag. And yesterday I did a little bit of shopping in town, and as you can see, one of the things is from Dior, and there is more in this bag, but it's not all from Dior. I actually have a few new makeup brushes, and I also got something from YSL Beauty, so some exciting things in here. So I thought I would go through what is in the bag first. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you guys is the new makeup brushes. Now, these aren't anything special, unfortunately. These are from a company called B, which is at Superdrug, and it's actually the same company that I get my makeup wipes from, and I absolutely rate them. They are so good. They are the best makeup wipes I've ever used. So yeah, they're from this company called B, and the makeup wipes are called the B Pure Micellar Cleansing Makeup Wipes. Super recommend them. But that's why I actually ended up getting brushes from the same brand, because I love the makeup wipes so much that I thought they are a quality brand, even though they're super cheap. So this one is the finishing brush, and this originally was £9.99, but it was actually in the sale for £3.50, so absolute bargain. And this one I will be using to replace my blush brush at the moment, but it's just a general face brush really. You could use this for quite a number of things. It's also going to be great for bronzing and stuff like that, so I thought it was a good all-rounder brush to pick up. Then these two were on a special for buy one get one half price, so I picked these up. So the first one is their concealer brush, but I actually won't be using it for concealer because I use the mini beauty blender. So I'm actually going to be using this one for setting powder. And then the other brush I picked up, which I thought would be great for travelling because it's double-ended, is the highlight and contour brush. So it has a fan at the top, which I'm going to be using to apply highlight, and a sort of like denser brush at the bottom, which I'm going to use to blend out my contour. Okay, so on to the exciting things now. I went to the YSL Beauty stand at Debenhams here in Brighton, and I wanted to pick up a new mascara. I'd saved up a bit of money to sort of treat myself to some more designer makeup, because I do find that it's better than high street on the whole, but I'm not going to completely redo my makeup bag designer, because one, that'd be very expensive, and two, it doesn't need to be done for everything. Like, a blush is a blush at the end of the day and stuff like that, but the stuff I will spend money on is mascara and foundation, and you guys already know that I use the Dior Nude Air Serum foundation, which it's like the best foundation I've ever used in my life. So some things I do invest in, and like I said, I had a bit of money, so I thought I might treat myself. So the first thing I picked up from YSL Beauty is their Mascara Volume Effect Faux Seals The Curler Mascara, and this is brand new. This has only been out for a few weeks, so I'm super excited to try this. I haven't tried any samples or anything, so I completely went off how the brush looked and what the lady told me at the concession stand basically. But it was definitely the kind of thing I normally go for. I like my lashes to look very natural, more lengthening rather than anything else, a little bit of volume, but I don't like them to look too done. And so yeah, I went for this one, and this is brand new, and this is their curler mascara. So I'll quickly show you the packaging because it's super pretty. It comes in this like silvery pink tube with the YSL logo at the top, and I'll quickly show you the brush. And it's one of those sort of curled brushes, so it's like curved rather, and it picks up all the lashes, which is one I really like. I've tried mascaras like this before from the high street, so I'm hoping that this one will be even better. And I do find that these do pick up lots of the lashes and just make it a little bit easier with the way that the brush is curled. And finally, the thing I picked up from Dior is their Dior Skin Nude Luminizer, which is basically a highlight. And I picked this up in the shade 02, which is one of their fairest shades. And it's more of just like a very natural champagne-y kind of shade. So out of the box, it comes in this gorgeous velvet pouch with the CD logo at the top. And then this is the actual compact. It has, oh, I'm going to blind you with the light. It has the Dior pattern on it, which is on a lot of their handbags, and it also says Dior at the bottom. And then inside you open it up and it has a mirror, and then it has the highlight in the pan obviously, and it's like this really gorgeous pinky shimmery shade, so I'm really excited to try this out. She did actually put some on me while I was at the concession stand and I absolutely loved it, so I decided to go for this one. Okay guys, so apart from those few things, I'm going to do my makeup pretty much normal. I will skip out some of the steps because you don't need to see all of that. You're obviously here to see the new things, so I'm going to try and skip to those as much as I can, but we'll talk about some things in between. So let's get started. Okay guys, so while I start doing my makeup, I'm going to start with the L'Oreal Infallible Base Primer. And I thought while I was doing this bit, I'm just going to have a quick chat with you about my YouTube channel, because I know I haven't done videos for 2 weeks and I feel really bad about it, but it was mainly because I just didn't get the time to film while I was working, because I still work full-time. This obviously isn't my job, and yeah, I just don't always get the time to film. I get more time to do my blog. I find that a lot easier because I shoot the photos with Stacey once a month, and then I've got the photos for the whole month, and I just have to take like a couple hours or so out of my weekend or on a Friday when I normally get Fridays off to write a blog post, and that's a lot easier. But sitting down and filming I find a lot harder to find time for. It tends to eat into my weekends, which is fine because that's what I signed up for, but sometimes if I've gone home for the weekend I can't take all my camera equipment because it's just too much. Like, I've got lights up and everything right now. The concealer I'm using is the Rimmel London Wake Me Up concealer, and I just can't always get the time to do it. And also I've kind of not lost my passion for it at all, but I find it a lot harder to come up with YouTube videos than I do for blog posts, which I'm really surprised about, because obviously this whole journey for me started with my YouTube channel. I only started my blog last November, so I honestly thought that this would be the one that I would always prioritise, and the blog was going to kind of be a background thing. But I've kept up with the blog posts way more easily than I have with the YouTube, and I still post for the most part every Monday. I know I've missed the last 2 weeks, but I pride myself on the fact that I put up a video every Monday and a blog post every Friday, while I still have a full-time job, and I'm really proud of that. It might sound silly, but like, it's a big achievement for me, and I just wanted to say sorry for like not posting for the last 2 weeks and for being a little bit inconsistent on the channel lately. I am trying to come up with more ideas, but like I said, sometimes filming is really difficult, and sometimes I want to vlog and stuff, but I feel like no one's interested in what I'm doing, or I don't want to get the camera out in front of my friends and family because it's just a bit of an intrusion sometimes. So yeah, just wanted to say sorry about that. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've done my primer and my concealer. I'm just going to zoom you guys in a little bit. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a few more of my designer things just to keep in with the theme of the video, but these aren't ones that I bought yesterday. So I'm going to start with the foundation, which is the Dior Skin Nude Air Serum. I love this foundation. It's absolutely fantastic. It's the best one I've ever used, honestly. And I literally just do 3 dots, one on my forehead and then one on each cheek. If I keep looking over there, it's because that's where my mirror is. And then while that drips down my face, I quickly get out my Real Techniques beauty blender, or beauty sponge I should say, and blend that all in. I hope the camera picks it up okay. It's sort of corrected any discoloration, but all my freckles still show through, which is a really big deal for me because I absolutely love my freckles. So plus they've like multiplied by 1 million over the summer. Okay, so the next thing that I do, which I am going to talk about because this is the first time I'm going to be using one of the new brushes, is contour. So I use the Hoola Quickie Stick for this, and I should have put my hair up. Oh, do you like my new hair, by the way? I had it cut. So I just use this on the underside of my cheekbones, just like in that little hollowy bit. Just put a little bit of that on, and this is the first brush I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be using this end, which is for contour. And the one thing that stands out to me about these brushes is how much the handle is like the MAC brushes, and just from feeling the bristles. They are so soft. I was worried, because they're synthetic, I was worried that they were going to be a little bit rough. Or not because they're synthetic, because I've only ever used synthetic ones, but because they were obviously a little bit cheaper, I thought they might be a little bit rough, but not at all. So let's see how this blends in. Whoa, that was quick. Done. That was so much quicker than the old brush I used to use. So I'm just using circular motions. That blended so nicely. And then normally what I do is I just quickly go over that with my beauty sponge. Yay! Okay, so that's number one. And then the next thing that I do doesn't have anything to do with the new product, so I'm just going to quickly put some bronzer on and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so bronzer is on, so I've got a little bit more colour now. The next thing I'm going to do is blush, and the one I'm using is the Soap & Glory Glow All Out Blush, and I'm going to be using the, I think this is called the finishing brush, yeah, the finishing brush, so I'm excited to use this. It's very similar to the one I used to use, so hopefully it will work nicely. I'm just picking up some of the product. Works alright. It picks up a very, very light amount of the product, so if you wanted any of your products that you're using this with to look more pigmented, you might want to go with a denser brush, because this is like almost like a duo fibre brush, but it does the job for what I needed, so that's good. Okay, next step is highlighter. So I will be using the new Dior highlighter. This is the Skin Luminizer in the shade 02. Very excited to use this. I'm going to do a very quick swatch for you. I'm going to put it here because it keeps focusing on my face. Can you see that? Ooh, yay. Okay, it's got like almost a pink iridescence to it. And I'm going to be using the highlighter brush. So I'm just going to... Oh. Can we see that? Oh my gosh, it's so natural looking. I hope you can see that. The lighting behind the camera should be picking that up. Oh, it's so pretty. It has a very, very, very slight pink tint to it. And I love this brush because it's adding such a subtle amount that it's actually made it very hard to go wrong. Which you can do with highlighter. You can go a bit over the top. So, very happy with that. Oh, it's so natural and so glowy. I really like that. Okay, so I've just brushed some brow gel through my eyebrows, and the next thing I'm going to be doing is setting powder, and the one I'm using is the NYX HD Studio finishing powder, and it just has like a little sieve at the top. It's going to be hard to show you because sometimes it spills out. And I'm going to be using the concealer brush from B, but obviously not for concealer. So I'm going to dip that in. And the main places that I put this is under my eyes and on my eyelids. And this way it just keeps my foundation from creasing there and my concealer from budging. It's just layering on the powder really, really effortlessly. Sometimes I do also go down the sides of my nose, so I'm going to quickly do that for you. But yeah, love that. That's given a really, really nice finish, so really happy with this brush. Okay, so on to the last new thing, and then I've got one more designer makeup item to show you. And next up is the YSL mascara. I'm so excited to try this out, so I'm just going to use a little mirror, just because obviously I need to be able to see a little bit better. But hopefully you guys will still be able to see. Oops, I'll just move in a little bit closer. Okay, so it has this curved brush. I look like I had a moustache. And let's see how this works. Hope you guys can see this. Okay, so first few swipes, it's really picked up the lashes and lengthened them. And I can really feel it gripping onto the lashes and like pulling them up. So I'm just pushing it from the lash line up to the very, very ends, but it's very effortless. I'm actually barely touching them or like I don't feel like I'm putting too much effort in to grab all the lashes, which I normally feel like I have to like proper wiggle it around and push it in. But this is pretty effortless, like even just with a few strokes you saw how many lashes got caught. And then it has bristles on the other side, which she said you can turn over and use for like the outer lashes. Wow. Okay, I'm going to come super close so you can see. But that's one coat. Okay, I'm just going to do the bottom lashes and see how that goes. Obviously this is quite a big brush, so I feel like it might be a bit trickier. I'm just using the side of the brush rather than the curvature. Actually, that was pretty easy. Okay, time for the other eye. Okay, so that's both eyes done with the YSL mascara. What do you guys think? I think definitely lengthening wise it's done a fantastic job, and I definitely feel like it's picked up all of my eyelashes. Like there's not one that's been left. I really hope you guys can see, but I think it's done a really fantastic job. If you are more into volume, then this might not be the one for you, but they do volumizing ones, so it's not the brand or anything. It's just this particular mascara is made to curl and lengthen the lashes, which I feel it's done a fantastic job of. So happy with that. That's a winner. Okay, so that's all the new products tried and tested, and so far I'm happy with all of them. And I thought I'd quickly finish off the video with one of my favourite Dior lipsticks that I love to use. I bought this a little while ago and I actually did a blog post on it, I believe. So I'm just going to apply this just to finish off the sort of designer makeup kind of look. So this is the lipstick on, and this is the Dior Addict Lip Lacquer, no, Lacquer Plump in the colour Lovely D, and I absolutely love this. I always carry this around with me. It's really, really fantastic. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I'm so happy with the new products. I think they did a fantastic job. So let's do a quick rundown, shall we? Starting with the YSL mascara, absolutely love this. I think it did a really, really good job of lengthening my lashes, and it was super quick and easy to use. Any downsides, I would say that there was a lot of product on the brush, but that was easily wiped off and will probably go down after a few uses. Obviously it's the first time I was using it, but apart from that it did a fantastic job. The next one, the Dior highlighter, absolutely loved this. It's given such a natural highlight to my cheekbones. Really, really love that. And the brush that I applied that with, I'm really, really impressed with. It added like a really, really subtle amount, which was so easy to use. And the contour end made my contour so easy to blend in, so I'm really impressed with this. The next brush was the blush brush that I used. Absolutely love this as well. I would probably go for a denser brush next time because I found it quite hard to pick up enough product, which is normally a good thing, but a little bit more would have been better. Perhaps this would be better for bronzing rather than blush when you want it to kind of show a little bit better. But otherwise, a fantastic investment and a really, really good brush to use. The next one was their concealer brush, which I used for setting under and around my eyes. Really like this, did the job fine. Can't really say much more about it. It's very, very soft and really, really nice to use. It actually feels a lot more expensive than it was as well, so I would definitely recommend these brushes, excuse me. And I love the handles as well. I think they look really, really professional. So overall, I'm really, really happy with the products that I bought. If you own them or were thinking of buying them, please do leave a comment down below because I'd love to know your thoughts on the video. And don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. I post every Monday at 6 PM. And don't forget to go check out my blog, rayofstyle.co.uk. I post a new blog post every Friday at 6 PM too. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!